Island of Lapland, but now our rivers are losing their ice cover, and the local fishermen are waiting for salmons to come up for fishing. It's my lucky to be the last speaker of the day, so I try not to go so in details in this presentation, but some figures of my own county, which is the northernmost county of EU and Finland, of course. At the same time, it's above the Arctic Circle, that's why it's the only Arctic county in Finland. The size is about the size of Hungary, not so much population, very sparsely populated, but it's very international area. As you see, we have borders to Norway, Sweden, Russian, and the smallest border is to Finland. So only 13% out of our borders are national borders, other are external borders with the foreign countries. And of course we have very strong international tourism, and we are a very strong export county with a stylistic, very sparsely populated area, but we have also unique nature. So we are very much nature protection areas. About one third of the whole surface is under some kind of restrictions for use. Coming from the north, of course, we try to specialize to the circumstances that we have. So we make business out of ice and snow, and we have quite strong car testing in Lapland, and also tire testing and so on. Know-how of high technology research and business activities in the cold climate regions. Coming also to the summertime, actually this week in the northern part of Lapland, we started the period when the sun doesn't set for 2 months. So we have sun shining next 2 months day around. So we have quite short but very light summer, and that's why our nature products, herbs and berries, are very aromatic. The biggest attractions in Finland, and the Christmas is very high season for us nowadays. Fennoscandian skills, as I told, is very rich of minerals, and this is a part of Europe which brings very much value added to the whole of Europe already today and decades to come. We have lots of activities in this sector, global activities, and we are opening, let's say, every second year a new mine with jobs about 300 per mine. So in that sense, we have a good growth in the area. Of course, when we go to the even to the north, to the coastal area of Ice Sea, I just visited 3 weeks ago this Melköja site with liquid natural gas production site, and they are of course transporting this gas by the special boats to the Western Europe and US. And these kind of activities and production in energy sector are increasing strongly in the north. Well, coming to this cross-border cooperation, as I told, Lapland is surrounded by other countries, so we have very strong activities in cross-border cooperation and also in NP programs. So Interreg programs we are implementing together with the Western areas, with Sweden and Norway, and NP program, which is about the same kind what Johannes was talking about, we implement together with Sweden, Norway and Russia. So we have actually 4 countries in our program, and my council is responsible for managing and paying authority responsibilities for this quite big area. So you see, we are also partners in some other Interreg B programs, which cover the northern part of Europe. So this is the area where we implement NB-CPC program. We are actually running very fast in the implementation because we will commit all the funding before summer holidays this year, next month. So even if we started 2 years later than possible, so we have implemented very quickly the program, and in that sense we have had a good projects, good applicants, and all these 4 countries have been active. It's about the content, it's about the same what Johannes was talking about in their NB program, and but of course in our case we have this multilateral project implementation going on. But coming then to the neighbor cooperation, I met your General Secretary Martin in Kirkenes in January, and I was presenting there also neighbor cooperation, and that's why I got this invitation also to talk to you. What is neighbor? It's a network of eastern external border regions which we established 2005 in Brussels. And of course, you know that we have 12 EU member states, and also Norway is nowadays and Croatia involved in this kind of in this status. So this border comes from the Lapland to Mediterranean Sea. Development agency taking care of the overall project management. Then from Poland, Warmia and Mazuri, Regional Development Agency takes care of communication and wide dissemination of results. And the Regional Council of Karelia from Finland is responsible for exchange and exploitation of experiences in this work. The future activities, as I told, we have certain projects also which we implement, and we try to finance them through different EU programs. We have also policy activities, lobbying activities, and then dissemination activities during this year. What comes to the policy activities, we of course all have tried to influence to the legislative package of cohesion policy, which the Commission launched last autumn. So border areas are in many cases also peripheral regions of Europe, and that's why we try to get specific support for these kind of regions. And the role of territorial cooperation in future cohesion policy is of course interesting for all of us. And what is the content of the next program period's neighborhood policy is still under preparation, and of course we try to influence the content of work also. We do have some activities now planned already in the open days. We will have our neighbor seminar in Brussels, of course annual conference we have also next spring, which we have now in Norway, in Kirkenes. And as I told, the working groups meetings in Brussels are every month between our offices. So we try to keep the work strongly going on all the time. We also disseminate good practices. You can find these practices from our website www.nibor.eu. You can see some of the examples. In Lapland we have developed corporate safety and security management, thermal water resource cluster, and so on. So you can find these descriptions of our best practices from our websites. So, thank you for your attention. You'll notice that Santa Claus has breathed the summer also, so the winter is behind. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you, Mr. Esko, Lotvonen, for sharing us your experience for the neighbor networking and also showing us some pictures and telling us about the northern part of Finland, and at the end also showing you a picture of Santa Claus. And now you have heard 3 speeches. Are there any comments or questions at the moment? Please raise your hands if there are some questions or comments. Or there. If not, I will take the opportunity to thank you all, Mrs. Akus, for telling us about the importance of cooperation and partnership between municipalities, and also telling us about the great job you have been done here in this region. And Mr. Johannes Moisia for sharing us your experience in the Finnish-Russian border, and also this youth seminar that is very popular, that is arranged by the AEBR Task for External Borders, and Mr. Esko Lotvonen for sharing us the neighbor networking processes and activities. As the first Vice President of AEBR, also from my point of view, I want to thank you for your hospitality here in this region. It has been so far very great. Coming from Finland, it's more than 2,000 kilometers away. It's always been experience to go to new sides of Europe and also for external borders. And I think the most important thing of AEBR, as you heard in the beginning, we have more than 40 years of the history, but still we have many things to do. We have things to develop Europe together, internal border areas, but also external border areas. And we are a big family all together. And that's why I think it's very important with people-to-people activity, with interregional activity, with the activities in a higher level, but all together we can share our experience and build new networking that will give us something for the future at home, but also together. So thank you for this session, and I wish you this region a very good luck in the future. Thank you.